Good Thursday morning. How are you this morning? Yes, I'm here. I'm leaving in a few hours to head on out, but I thought I'd stop on in, finish up everything, go over the station one more time. I know I'm such a mother. I know. Hey, I've been a mom for all my life, and so the station is like one of my babies. So I've been here jamming on the praise and worship this morning. It has been awesome. So I've been listening to praise and worship, doing all the last minute stuff, and getting her done. So I should be headed out around lunchtime. So if y'all keep me in prayer as I'm on I-4 and meeting up with my sister and a hedge of protection over the plane as we're flying back and forth to Arizona in the Jeep that we're in while we're in Arizona, the car everything that we do while we're there. Because if y'all know me, I am not a hiker, but we're going hiking. And so that right there should tell you to pray for me. It will be fine. If you walk, you hike. I know. That's what I keep thinking. I just don't know about like all the rocks and all that stuff, climbing on rocks and stuff. But, you know, my sister's older than me, and she wouldn't take me somewhere that I'd have to worry about, right? No. Remember, sisters. I know. But no, we're going to have a great time. And I'm so thankful for WAPN. And I'm so thankful for the partners and the ministries of WAPN that have juggled with me so that I could take off this time. They've came in and recorded early, or they've dropped off stuff early, or whatever it is I needed. I really do appreciate it. And just a hedge of protection over WAPN while I'm gone, that nothing happens. I'm not having somebody actually work for me this time. I have emergency numbers, but I do not have somebody actually here being me. I thought we would try something new. Financially, it would be so much better that way. And, we've worked hard to get WAPN, where you know how to work the equipment and you've got a code to get in here and the different things. So just pray that everything goes well. There's no emergencies. God's got it. I know he does. And pray for my husband, Tim, and his crew. It has been an interesting week so far. Going into the growing season is always different, because you have to acclimate your body and you have to acclimate all the new accounts and just everything. And, the high prices of fuel and all that. So it's just a lot right now. So keep my husband, Tim, in prayer. I know I'm going to miss my granddaughter's first volleyball game. But Pop will be there, and we've got baseball games. We've got all kinds of stuff going on, and Tim's going to step up and do all those. And I appreciate it so much. Yesterday we put out the new graphic for Hope Fest from WAPN. So Hope Fest is less than 4 months away. If y'all have not got your ticket or figured out what part of Hope Fest you want to be, go check it out. Give Crystal a call. Maybe you want to sponsor. Maybe you want to be the cleanup crew. Maybe you want to be the prayer partner. Maybe you want to do a food truck. I don't know what you want to do. Give Crystal a call and say, hey, this is what my talent is, or this is what I can offer, or this is what my business can do. But like I said, 4 months away, want to definitely get, more out there. I know we're getting new spots cut. Thank you, Johnny. And just getting her done. And then, of course, now we have a rock program every night when the preaching stops. The Jesus Rock begins, and that's from 6 to 7 p.m. Super excited about that. Also, anything that we're doing here at WAPN or any ministry of WAPN, we would love for you to go like, share, and follow. And then I was thinking about this last night. Like, share, follow, and put a review up. Yeah. So like, share, follow, and put a review up. And that would just help us with the algorithm, or however you say it. And those things are very important. You want the buzz out there going on about what we're doing. We got some really cool stuff coming up over the next few weeks. So we definitely want the buzz going. If you haven't listened to The Rock Show yet, it is awesome. I think we all grew up on rock and roll for some part of our life. Me, it was a little bit different, but for some part of our life, we grew up on rock and roll. And so Jesus Rock is awesome. I know Rockville is coming in town, and so there's going to be different Christian artists there, more than there's ever been before. We live in such a great town. We are in the middle of Jeep week right now, all the Jeeps all over the place and all that fun. So Daytona has something for everyone. And that is how WAPN wants to be, something for everyone. Our foundation is salvation. It is salvation, salvation, salvation. We're always for that one that is seeking Jesus. We love to pray for you. That is very important to me. Prayer changes everything. But, we want to constantly be reinventing, rebooting, restructuring, whatever we need to do to stay relevant. What is going on in the world, what people are asking for, what they're doing. So this is something a couple months ago I was approached about. And we started off with like one day, and now we're up to every day of the week. And we got some other ideas. We got some big ideas. So tune in 6 to 7 p.m. every night of the week. I can't say the weekend anymore, so that's pretty exciting. Every night of the week. But please go like, share, follow, and review so that we can move up on that algorithm. And we're going to do, like I said, some great things. Also, if you're a business, or like we got National Day of Prayer going on, the 21 days of prayer, I love that. So every single day we're putting the little word out there of where it's going to be tonight. And so you can show up, participate live there with National Day of Prayer, different ministries coming together, or you can go to Facebook and listen to it. So there's different ways to listen to National Day of Prayer leading up to the big National Day of Prayer, the first Thursday in May. So I love that we do the 21 days of prep before then. I just think that's an awesome thing. So tune in. The spots are going out all over the air. It's going to tell you where we're going to be at, what we're going to do, and what's going on. So check that out. We got an interview today at 10 o'clock about something going on next week in our community. Constantly being part of this community. So if you would like to send me over information about what's going on in your ministry, your church, your whatever, send it over to WAPN@WAPN.net so I can share it with the family. I could share it with the neighborhood and let them know what's going on. And, we have a worldwide reach. And people go, well, what difference does that make? Well, because we live in Florida, and Florida is a state where people are coming and going. There's snowbirds, there's vacationers, there's one-timers. It's just a great place to live. We like to constantly be doing stuff. So maybe you say, well, what does it matter if they live in Minnesota and they're hearing about Jeep Week? They might have a Jeep and they might be here, or they might be coming for Bike Week, or they might be coming down for the Rock Fest. Who knows? But we like to let everybody know what's going on in our beautiful town. I love here. I love living in Holly Hill. I've been living in Holly Hill for around 40 years now. I was a weekend warrior. I drove back and forth for the first few years WAPN was on, and then I totally moved up here right across the street. When I say right across the street, at the end of the driveway is where me and my daughters lived for a season. And then we purchased our house, got married, all that fun stuff. And so moved 1.6 miles away and hit Little Holly Hill. But I love Holly Hill. I have businesses in Holly Hill. I live in Holly Hill. I participate in Holly Hill. And I think that's very important. We have got a new Holly Hill show starting. We've had our police chief in here for several months and got a lot of buzz about that. He keeps us informed of what's going on. Well, now we have Becky going to be in here doing Holly Hill Business Spotlight. And how you get to be on Becky's show is you need to go to the Holly Hill Business Luncheons. They're once a month. And then people from there are going to get to come in and spotlight their business. We also have our city manager and our mayor once a month telling us what's going on in our beautiful city. So it's so important to me to allow all of you to know what is going on in Holly Hill. And we want the good, the bad, the great, the awesome, and the ugly so that we can talk about it and share about it and let you know what's happening in our community. So send it over, WAPN@WAPN.net, and I will get it to the right person. We will, share it on Facebook, whatever it is, and get it. Now, if you want to come on the air, get a show going. We do have a prayer line available, the 4th prayer line of the month. I pay half that bill. And it's from 12 to 1. Now, that would be today, but I will be out of town, so it won't happen until next month. But if you've thought about, hey, I'd like to do a prayer line, how does that work out? We normally do not have where you can do once a month. This one became available, and if you'd like it, text me, email, call me, and we would love to get you started on prayer line next month and see what it's all about. You don't have to make a total commitment. You could say, I'll try it for a month to see if I like it. whatever, maybe your church, your business, maybe your friends want to get together and do a prayer line. But let's talk prayer line. We've got regular radio time available too for as little as $35 a week. That's the minimum you could buy, is $35 a week. And so you can head on over to our website, WAPN.net, click on program guide, check out what's available. Talk to me. Let's get you on the air, literally, except for the next 5 days. I can get you on the same day we talk. So it's that easy to become part of the WAPN family. You do not have to be local. You can send me the information through files and we can upload you that way. But if you're local, you get all this cool stuff. You get the podcast, you get Facebook, you get YouTube, you get all that fun stuff. So let's talk radio and get you going on WAPN. And I want to shout out to everyone that's helped me with the road and air condition thing that's been going on here at WAPN. We had a rodent, a raccoon, get in and eat. Yes, eat our entire duct system in the back room, which is for all the equipment, which keeps the station cool. So the equipment's happy. And thank God we found out before the dog days of summer, it's all been replaced. New equipment's been replaced. New ductwork's been replaced. We've got a trapper that took care of some stuff on how to keep the raccoons from coming back in the building. So all that. So if you'd like to partner with us and help pay off that bill, we really appreciate it. You can do your dollars, your fives, your hundreds, your thousands, whatever. And I appreciate everybody that's been partnering with us. You can send it over to WAPN.net. Click on Give Now. Just say AC or Raccoon. Or you can stop by WAPN. I will not be here. We do have a mail drop. You can throw it in that mail drop on the front door and we will get that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Something else near and dear to my heart is babies. You know, I'm a nanny and I love babies. And so all of our grandkids are growing up. So there will not be any more babies until great grandkids. But I collect diapers here at WAPN and wet ones. And I, give those to Junior League of Daytona Beach so that they can distribute them throughout our area. So thank you, everybody that brings me wet ones, diapers. I really do appreciate it. The project for 2026 for WAPN, and I've just started working on it, so I do not have all the details yet, but I would like to do little love you bags, whatever you want to call them, just because bags to a nursing home here in town. I don't know which one yet. I've reached out to a couple of them. But I would like to do like a little care package, maybe some notepads, or cards that are generic that they can give out, because older people like to give cards. I think that's very special. A nice pen, maybe some lotion, some socks. June Wood gave us books of her 365 days. So I'm excited to put that book in there to encourage people. I don't know what you think, but I think that it would be a wonderful, great thing. Some postage stamps, just some little things that they would like to have that would be an encouragement to them, and also some supplies for them to, when they need a card or when they want to write a note or whatever, that we've provided that for them. So that is a project that I want to do for 2026. Started working on it, and already got some books from June Wood. Thank you so much. I got some notepads, so I've got some pens, but I want to do, maybe anywhere up to 100 of them. Seems to be the number that people keep coming back to me with. I need to do men and women, so we're working it out. But that is a project. Each year I like to do a project. The shoe project is something near and dear to my heart. Yesterday we gave away about 18 pairs of shoes to a ministry for Guatemala. And that was exciting. But the thing about the shoe ministry is there's other shoe ministries here in town that are doing the same thing. And I don't want to all be doing the same thing. There's so many wonderful, great things that we can do in our community. So I like to try to figure out what we can do to be a blessing in our community. And so I really feel that, the nursing homes, assisted living is something that we could be helping with. So if you'd like to help us at WAPN, you can drop it off at WAPN. There's a crate out front. You can put it by that crate. It will trigger a camera. and somebody will pick it up. You can wait till I'm back next week and bring it personally to me. I really appreciate it. I've got to get ready to get out of here and I've got a few things to do. I've got an interview at 10 before I get on the road. You know me, I love it when there's lots going on. But let's get our favor on. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. No matter how bad it looks, you've got to keep on believing. I'm trusting and believing God for the favor of God all around me and my sister, WAPN, my husband and my family for these next few days. Well, all the days, but the next few days as I'm traveling. It is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. The weather today, 77 with the low of 60. Madison, 84 with the low of 55. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. It is my brother, Mark, from another mother. I have a brother named Mark, and then I have Mark Blaylock here in town that always says he's a brother from another mother. So happy birthday, Mark. Praying for Miss Sherry. I hope she's doing better today, and they're figuring her all out. And it's Angela and Matthew and Sean's birthday also. Birthday also. So happy birthday. Happy anniversary to everyone. And it's National Cherry Cheesecake Day. Now, of all the cheesecakes, cherry is my favorite. Yes. And yes, it's like 6:15 in the morning and I could eat a piece. I know, I love food. What can I say? Well, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see you next Wednesday morning. I am praying for